Coordinating the benefits of a patient with multiple insurance providers can be frustrating as it is complicated. In this video, we will go over 10 coordination of benefit rules you need to know for dental insurance billing. So a patient comes into your office with multiple insurances. Who's primary? Who's secondary? And we need to know the laws and the rules that designate those as primary or secondary. Knowing how to send claims correctly can get confusing. And this knowledge is crucial because if you make mistakes, it will lead to claim denials, which in turn leads to payment delays from insurance companies. But with this video, you'll gain more patient trust and higher payments when you know the 10 standard rules of COB. These 10 rules are pulled from our experts here at Dental Claim Support, and they exceed over 35 years of experience in dental insurance billing. Let's go into those 10 rules right now, and if you have any questions at all, post a comment down below. Number 1, employee or member subscriber versus dependent. This rule applies when a patient is subscribed to more than one insurance plan, one as the member and the other as a dependent. In this case, the plan in which they are subscribed to as a member would be their primary insurance. The plan in which they are dependent would be a secondary insurance. An example of this might be the case for a 20-something who just got their first full-time job with insurance benefits, but they're still officially a dependent on their parent's insurance plan. Number 2, actively employed versus retired, laid off, COBRA. This rule applies to those that have either been laid off or retired. The plan they were covered by before they retired or were laid off would be their primary plan over the coverage they now have as someone who is inactively employed. That coverage would be their secondary insurance. This would be the case if you were laid off or retired and your old job's insurance benefits might still be active for a month or two. But before those are up, you enroll in another insurance plan. COBRA is a federal law that protects a person's right to insurance coverage when one of these events occur. Number 3, one subscriber, two jobs. This is a simple one. This rule applies when a person has two jobs and both offer benefit packages. So the person enrolls in both. Whichever plan they enrolled in first will be the primary insurance. Then the insurance plan they enrolled in later with their second job would be the secondary insurance. Number 4, spousal coverage. This rule applies to two spouses who each have their own respective insurance plans from their own jobs, but are still enrolled in each other's plan as well. Their own insurance plan through their own job would be their primary insurance, while their spouse's plan would be the secondary insurance. Number 5, dependent children of parents who are not separated or divorced. The birthday rule. Say a child is covered by both their married parents' insurance plans. Each parent has their own plan and both have added their child to their own insurance plan. The child's primary insurance is the plan covered by the parent whose birthday occurs earliest in the year. This does not mean who is oldest. This just means whoever is born earliest in the calendar year. If both parents are born on the same day, the primary insurance will be whoever has been covered by that insurance plan the longest. Number 6, dependent children of parents who are separated or divorced. If the parents of the child are divorced or separated and the child is a dependent on both parents' respective insurance plans, the birthday rule, as I mentioned, applies. Whichever parent was born earliest in the year will have the primary insurance for the child. This, of course, applies if the parents have joint custody. If the parents do not have joint custody, but the child is still covered by both parents' insurance plans, their primary insurance will be whichever parent has custody according to a court of law. Number 7, dependent children who also have coverage under a spouse's dental plan. This rule applies to patients who have gotten married but are still on their parents' insurance and have been added to their spouse's insurance plan. The primary insurance would be whichever plan the patient has been a dependent on the longest. Number 8, medical plan versus dental plan. If the insurance for a procedure performed by a doctor is available under the patient's dental and medical plan, the medical plan will be the primary insurance. This rule applies typically when the procedure is an oral surgery, trauma-related, or pathology. Number 9, Medicaid. Medicaid is an insurance program provided by the government. Sometimes people who are enrolled with Medicaid also have private insurance as well. If the patient is covered by Medicaid, it is almost always secondary to any other private dental plan they may have. Number 10, Medicare versus retiree plan. This rule applies to patients who are covered by Medicare and a retiree plan. Medicare would be the primary, while the retiree plan would be the secondary once the patient turns 65 years old. If a patient has a retiree plan, is also on their spouse's insurance plan, and has a Medicare coverage, their spouse's plan covering them as a dependent would be the primary. Medicare would be secondary, and the retiree plan would be third. You and your dental team now have the 10 rules they can always turn to when questioning COB. Knowing these rules will help you feel empowered to embrace patients in these unique situations and educate them on their benefits. Not to mention, collect more revenue and get paid by insurance in a more timely manner. Got insurance billing headaches? One call cures them all. Dental claim support is always here for your dental office when it comes to understanding the rules of insurance and to help teach you how to collect more. Hit this button right here to schedule a call with us. Thanks for watching, and as always, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on any future videos.